Hello, pretty. Pretty little Fenton piece. Ah, look at you. There we go.
You may have seen this little guy on my last video, but I didn't talk about him. I picked him up because, well, he's really cute, but he reminded me of a Blue Sky Clayworks. I don't think he is, but that's what I thought he was. And he'll sell regardless because he's cute, as will the rattan bunny planter. Come on. Who would not pick this up? I love this so much. Sorry, I am not a fan of them putting the stuff on top of the clothes like this. I just don't get a good visual. I'm actually holding my camera kind of like up over my head to show you guys stuff. This is a piece of Metlock's pottery in the ivy pattern. Not a big fan of it. It doesn't sell for very much money. There's some pieces, as in most cases, that sell, but I usually just steer away from it. I'm sure I probably passed some good stuff.
Hello, pretty. Pretty little Fenton piece. Ah, look at you. There we go. $5.49. I don't want to fix it. If you were a turtle or a frog, I might. I really like this. I'm gonna get you. Stay.
The lavender bouquet I got for myself. I just loved it. But the Fenton piece, that was a score. So these are some old coasters, and I thought maybe they might have some advertising. So in a recent video, I actually found some coasters in a box that I thought were new coasters, and they were these. So somebody switched out and put that kind in. So, but there you can see the box that they go in. Looking at the lamps, I spot this really nice porcelain lamp, probably a Bavarian piece, but they don't do real well. It's the mid-century stuff that's in. That's why I looked at that wood one a little closer. We're now at a Boys and Girls Club thrift store, and the first thing I spot was this little, it's a candle warmer in the shape of a vintage like Mixmaster mixer. It was adorable. And I was so happy they did not have loud music playing, so you'll get to hear some of the clinks and the clanks in the background. I thought this might be mink, but it was not. It was just a faux fur. Have to look at a little bit of everything to find those treasures.
Oh, thanks. Oh, it's cracked. Darn it. Those are really. Oh, I wish that wasn't cracked. Look how sweet those are.
Oh, that'd be cute in Jordan's house, huh?
But the one is cracked really bad. Yeah, we went and got her some authentic 1920s shades and stuff. There's a salvage place right close to her. I was like, oh, this is awesome. Because she didn't know what was appropriate for 1920s.
Yeah.
Well, they got some cute stuff here.
Yeah, I do.
Look at this little guy. I don't know. Oh, don't know what that's supposed to do, but I kind of want it.
I was attracted to these little ashtrays back here, but and I almost bought them, and then I decided to leave them behind. Just didn't think they'd bring enough money. But I did pick up the elephant teapot. He was cute. Shrunk up. Good luck. Kind of a novelty piece.
Oops, sorry.
I can move.
Can you? Oh yeah. That's fine.
Oh, look at this this new one. Oh,
Isn't that
my
cute?
gosh, yeah. For $3.
I know, right? Huh. What is this? That's odd. Oh, a nut. A nut and a squirrel.
This little piece was only $1 and it was cute, but she had broken fingers. This was really incredible. It looks like a hammered aluminum piece, and then I turn it over and find it is party light. Totally caught me off guard, and I could not find any comps on that piece. Bigger than I wanted to deal with. Now this, I found out, is actually a really good brand. Totaben, whatever that, Parker. I can't even remember what it said. But this one had a very big crack. So otherwise I would have picked it up. These guys are chalkware and they are big and heavy. I considered them for the booth, but at $10 they were a pass.
Whoops.
I liked these ducks. They reminded me of Tanala pottery that has the brass overlay, but they were not marked, and at $7 a piece they were a pass. And this vase didn't stand on its own. So I'm not sure why that was made that way. I was looking at this to see if it possibly would have been a mourning photo, meaning a lot of times they didn't take a picture of their child unless it had died. They needed the memory, but this was not. It was alive and well. And I did pick up this really cool rooster trivet from Italy.
Yeah, I'll take you for $2.
This was a very modern giraffe sculpture, so I whizzed right by that. And then I spotted this bear figurine. Now, when I'm looking at these, I'm turning them over and I'm looking for a vintage mark. And if it has a .com, I mean, it could be vintage. It's probably vintage, but it's not the age that I'm looking for that would have some real value to it. And then I'm now in a Goodwill. We have changed places once again. And this one had a lot of stuff. I liked the glaze on this. I liked the look of it, but it felt like it needed two. So that's why I just went ahead and put that one back. And then this piece, I almost made a big mistake. I couldn't see the mark at first. And I thought, gosh, you know, it's missing a lid. It would have had something on it. But something made me pull it back off the shelf. Probably that Flow blue painting on it. And I looked a little closer. And I don't know, here, yes. I don't know if you can see it. There is an English registry mark. That sucker is old. I spot this doorstop, and I know these are cast iron. I also know this is a reproduction, but they do sell okay, even the reproductions. But I left him behind because he was so big and heavy. And then I spot this plate. Of all the plates down there, this is the one that really caught my eye with the fish on it. So I did pick this one up, and I looked through all the other ones, but they're nice. But they're about $10 to $15 resale plates. And, you know, if you've watched my channel any length of time, you will know I'm not a big fan of shipping plates. I'm just not. Okay, who does not need a yoga sloth? He was super cute, but $3.50, I decided to leave him behind. He did tug at me though. And here's another otter, and I almost picked this guy up. But here's the thing, he actually is marked saying Eskimo art, and I am not sure. Somebody tell me if we are even allowed to say Eskimo anymore.
Oh my gosh.
And then this frog was just everything.
Though.
Well, as you can tell, the music is starting to get a little loud in the background, so I'm going to keep trying to add in the clinks and clanks because many of you have said you enjoy hearing that part. So I'm not adding music, but I am trying to give you some of the natural sound of the wild, so to speak. Just looking through the shelves here. These are like the candle shelves. I didn't realize that was a candle when I went up to grab it, and I was like, oh, it's wax.
Look at this big one.
Okay, I thought this was a piece of raku pottery, and upon further inspection, it was like a piece of leather made to look like raku. I still don't quite know what that was, so I didn't get it. And then, of course, it's a turtle. Actually, it's a tortoise. And I almost put him back, and then I thought, no, I like him. I'm getting him. You know, you gotta treat yourself sometimes, guys. You find this cool stuff. If you find things that you just really love, be good to yourself. It's okay. You can always sell it later. So I had the great fortune of being at this store while they were putting a fresh load of stuff out on the shelves, including these leather, well, it's not just tigers. There's a leopard and a few tigers, but $3.49 each. Yes, please. And then the bigger one was well, first I looked at these. What are those? What are those for? I have no idea. Put you over there. But this one was huge, $7.49. I will take you. Here, kitty kitty, come to my cart. So now I'm like really looking because they're putting stuff out like faster than I can keep up seeing where they're going with stuff. And I was, oh wait, this is a cool little bench for like a doll. Or I was trying to think what I had, you know, to sit on it, and I didn't really have anything, so I didn't grab that. And that was broken. Be here, wait for it. I'm going to show you something in a minute. After I pick up this rocking horse wall hanging, that's really super cool. I paid $7 for it. And then I spot this toll painted, he's stuck on something magnetic. But this is vintage. This is not a repro. It still has its original sticker inside. It was made in Pennsylvania, made to hang on a wall and hold your Kleenex. So I grabbed that, and then I went back to see what that magnetic thing was, because that's a strong magnet. And this might be worth reselling, but what I wanted that magnet. So I went ahead and grabbed that. I'm just looking now. These were lacquer. These were really pretty, but look at that stem. Whoo! I did not think those would make it home alive. We were in a truck bouncing on dirt roads. These fooled me. I thought they were the mid-century coin glass, but upon closer inspection, they actually say 25th anniversary Arizona or something like that on them. It's a nice little Asian bowl. Just one single bowl like that didn't really tell me bye. It might have sold. Just wasn't in the mood today. You'll see a lot of this blue willow at many different thrift stores. I
Slamming stuff around back there.
Yeah.
I tend to leave it behind. There's several of the blue and white patterns, and I'm just not a big fan of any of them, really. This is a pretty little creamer, and it has a lid, it was interesting. It was like a sugar bowl looking creamer, but they tend to only bring 10 to 15 at the most. And these were really cool. Now they are false graph, but they do okay. I did not pick these up though. I always look at anything that's new in the package. I tend to not just stick to vintage, because nowadays you have the millennials who don't really care about the fact that it's old as much as what it looks like. I thought those were glass. They were plastic. Oh, there's my nemesis, but I'll come back to that in a second. I'm looking here again. What did they put on this shelf after I walked away for a minute? Saw this bird. He's interesting. I see the UPC code, so he's not super old, so it did leave him. But look, when there is a sign, I respect the rules. Okay, this thing, I'm thinking this is a pencil holder, right? If it's not a pencil holder, tell me what this is. I did not get it. And Christmas. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. And again, I'm probably going to keep saying this to you several times. Just be very aware of what you're picking up to resell Christmas-wise, because there is a lot of it out there this year, more than usual. So, which means resellers are going to be picking up. So people are going to have to make harder choices on what they buy this year. I'm really just looking for very, very vintage Christmas, like 1950s and earlier. And nativities. Nativities are my thing that I collect, which I also don't mind reselling. So it's a good thing for me personally to be on the lookout for. I look for quality and I look for age. I always got to peek in the boxes, see what's in there. So looking at the art, I spot this really nice print. And I did almost pick this up. I just really like the scene on it. But I did decide to leave it because I have a ton of art right now that I'm still behind in listing. I'm behind listing everything. And then another nice piece of needlecraft. I think this is needlepoint. And again, I almost picked it up, but I'm trying to discipline myself because I know that I get behind when it comes to listing the art. Now this is an oil painting. I could tell that by the feel. I could tell by the canvas discoloration. It does have some age on it. I'd put that one in about the 70s. And that kind of painting was really popular in the 70s. There was several of them here, and I did leave them behind. Sometimes it's hard to do. I know. Sometimes it's hard to leave the stuff that you know it would bring money, but if you don't, you will end up a hoarder. Trust me.
Yeah, babies.
Hey, where's your babies? Oh, there's the babies. Get those babies.
Get out of the road.
Come on, Mama, get those babies.
There's another one back over here in the bushes.
Oh, yeah, there is. Look at.
Oh. Off the road. Get off the road. He's like, shut up. My road.
Thanks for coming on my little adventure. There will be a part 3. We weren't done yet.
Oh yeah, Mama. Don't do it. Don't do it, Mama.
Oh, it's a whole family. It's a whole family of cows. My cows.
Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and the little bell for notifications, and be alerted the next time I upload a video, which will be tomorrow. I do one every day. Go be profitable and make it fun.